Thank you, Craig and GTI, and maybe I should start with apologizing for my beard during COVID. It looked horrible, so my wife was absolutely right to take it off. That was better. So good afternoon, everyone, and it's fantastic to be here with you today. And Craig and GTI, thank you for the very kind invite and also the retrospect here. Last time I saw you was at MWC in Barcelona some months ago, where 5G Advanced and AI were big topics. So it's great to continue the conversation today because things are moving fast and the opportunities are absolutely incredible. Do you know, so by the speed of development is absolutely amazing. It only took us 66 years from the first flight to get a man on the moon. I mean, that is fast progress. It is pretty incredible how quickly things can advance with technology. At the mobile industry, we are also seeing some amazing progress. From the first GSM call back in 1991 to 5.6 billion connections that we have today, some 2.3 5.6 billion people around the world. It took us 12 years for 3G to reach 1 billion users, and only 3 years for 5G to reach the same milestone. So with each new generation of connectivity, the rate of adoption grows faster, opening up even more opportunities. So today I thought I could look at the opportunities that lies ahead and what will take us to get there. So let's start with 5G. As I mentioned earlier, it's been incredible to see how quickly 5G adoption has grown over these past 6 years. Today, we have around 300 mobile operators, over 100 markets who have launched commercial 5G services. And by the end of the decade, more than half of the mobile connections will be on 5G. Of course, China is one of the leaders with 1 billion connections that we estimate that will be the case by the end of the year. As 5G accelerates, we see many use cases emerging. So what about 5G Advanced? What is that going to bring? Well, we see 3 key areas where it will be pushing tech boundaries. The first is performance improvements through enhancing existing tech and harnessing new tech to improve things. Number 2, better management and efficiency, and that's where AI comes in. And number 3, support for specific use cases. Think edge computing, drones, and enhanced satellite connectivity. Just as 4G enabled the growth of social networks, app stores, and the collaborative economy, 5G Advanced will allow us to create entirely new business models and support new use cases across economies. Now let's add AI to the picture. As we all know, AI has been in the background for many years, but in the last year or two, it's made it to the mainstream, and it's starting to gain critical mass. It's no coincidence that AI and 5G have taken off at the same time. AI needed the 5G infrastructure, cloud processing, and computing power to take off and reach its full potential. For many years now, the mobile industry has used AI or machine learning in the background to improve operations and customer experience. But with generative AI, the possibilities have truly exploded, and the race is on to figure out how to maximize the full potential of AI. By 2030, AI could contribute up to $15 trillion to the global economy. And that is quite a substantial amount of money, thinking that China's GDP is today some 18 trillion, so almost the same size. The stakes are clearly very high to scale AI and scale it quickly. Of course, Chinese operators are one of the leaders in this space, with China Mobile, China Telecom, and China Unicom, all launching their own LLMs, which is very exciting. However, but we also have to make sure we get it right. And we only have one chance to do this right. We are truly at the crossroad, and we need to make sure we take the right path. The path where we pay attention to developing this technology ethically and make sure that we leave no one behind. If we can get this right, we can have an exponential growth going forward. So how are we going to do this? Well, there's a lot of answers I could give here, but I would refer to one, which is partnership. Why is partnership so important? Well, we believe it's the foundation of moving forward. We need investment in infrastructure, enabling regulations, and so much more. But at the heart of it all, it is really partnerships. So, some example of partnerships. Well, Open Gateway is one, with 245 networks representing over 67% of all connections in the world, opening up our 5G networks, inviting developers to establish APIs that can be used globally. That's one form of partnership. The second one is, of course, the GSMA Foundry and the GTI partnership that will bring us significant benefits. We've already identified a few areas of innovation, like low-altitude internet, 5G new calling, API implementation, and XR. And there's just so much more that is coming around the corner. We are only halfway through the 5G story, and at the very beginning of the AI story. And this feels like a very unique moment in time, similar maybe to when humans first discovered fire even, who knows, or landed on the moon for that matter. This is a moment that could change everything going forward. The opportunity and possibilities are truly endless, as long as we work together. Partnership comes up time after time again. This week we're expecting more than 37,000 people from all over the world, and many from outside the mobile industry. We are no longer one industry. We are industries, linked by the power of connectivity and the passion of technology, the passion of this brutal yet beautiful industry. So this week, let's make the most of the opportunity to partner and innovate together for a better, more inclusive future for all of us. Thank you very much.